Let's be honest. Do you come home after work? You lounge around, you take your time, you change your clothes, you chat on the phone all evening. Maybe you make dinner and you're just going, lingering, snacking. Then you hop on the couch, Netflix and chill. Then you swipe on TikTok until how many hours pass by. Then you realize that, hey, it's 11 o'clock or it's 12 o'clock. Sis, you're wasting your time. If you want to create financial freedom and independence, if you want to start that side hustle to create additional streams of income, if you want to learn that new skill so that you can eventually leave that 9 to 5, if you want to transition into another career because you no longer enjoy this career that you're in, it's no longer bringing you fulfillment, then you need to learn how to stop wasting your evenings. And in today's video, I'm going to show you exactly how I did it so you can do it. The first thing I do, the first step is to transition, creating a transitional mindset by putting my windows down, blasting some music, listening to a podcast just to reset my mind and to prepare just to flip the switch and prepare for my 5 to 9 routine after leaving work. You are going to create some form of transitional process to take you from the 9 to 5 mode to the 5 to 9 mode, flipping the switch. I create evening themes for each week. So for example, on Sundays is my meal planning, meal prepping and planning day, right? So I use that day to journal and to create a plan for the week. So I usually use 2 days out of the week, that Monday to Friday, to work on my side hustle. So on the Sunday, I plan my content, plan my content for my YouTube videos, plan when I'm going to record, plan when I have stuff to do with the kids, plan family time, plan stuff for appointments, whether medical appointments, whatever appointments I have. I use Sundays for meal prepping and planning for the week. Now, the 2 days that I use to work on my side hustles is usually Mondays and Wednesdays. So building up those teams, then you are super laser focused and crystal clear on how your week goes. You determine what's going to happen throughout those weeks, right? Now, the different things that I would do on Mondays and Wednesdays while working on my side hustle would include digital product creation, if I have any digital products to create, deciding on my YouTube videos, scripting and recording. So these are the evenings that I batch record YouTube videos. I usually do about 3 videos each time when I'm batch creating, and my family knows that within these times, within these hours, I'm in my corners down in this little space or whichever little space I find in the house recording my videos, right? So usually I don't cook on those days because then while I do the transitional phase of flipping the switch, then I have to just dive into it. So I get home, I usually eat something. Everybody else in the house, they're responsible for themselves. And I prepare myself and I spend about 2 hours recording my YouTube videos, batch recording. So that's usually once per week. And then the other day now to work on my side hustle would include editing the videos, creating the thumbnails, sending out emails, creating Instagram reels, social media content. The next theme is education and learning. And this I usually do on Tuesdays. And Tuesday evenings, after taking care of the kids, after having that family time, that dinner time, that moment, then I will tuck myself in a corner and I will be learning a new skill that will benefit me in 2025. Now, if you haven't yet seen the video that I did, my last video on some high income skills that you need to learn in 2025, because these are the skills that are paying the bills in 2025, sis. So I like to take time to learn, to educate myself, to build on skills, right? Because when I started this YouTube channel, I knew nothing about how to start a YouTube channel. I knew nothing about creating thumbnails. I knew nothing about editing the videos. I knew nothing about creating emails, creating digital products. I knew nothing about all those things. But I invested and I created the time to learn these high income skills. And you can learn them too. Once you make up your mind, you can do You can do it also. Trust me, you can. And Thursdays is usually my me time, my chill time, my relaxation time. So if I want to watch some Netflix, I can watch the Netflix and chill with, because I've put in 3 days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, 3 days time of work, right? So that's a chill day, that's a family time, and that's the time for me to do whatever I want to do on a Thursday evening. It's just chillaxing day on a Thursday. And usually Friday evenings are for fellowship, faith, family. Saturdays, I usually don't do anything on a Saturday. I usually go to church and chill also. But you have to create systems, you have to be disciplined, and you have to set the tone for what you want to achieve. If you want to start a side hustle, as I said, you have to be determined and you have to be disciplined enough, not doing the YouTube videos when you feel like it, or not writing, saying you want to write the book when you feel like it. You have to schedule time. You have to plan ahead and you have to make the time for it. Create the time for it and be disciplined about it. Now, the next thing you need to do to stop wasting your time, you need to set screen limits and you need to set a bedtime routine, a bedtime time. Yes. You can't just be randomly scrolling on TikTok, randomly scrolling on Instagram, watching other people's content while you could be the one creating content. Are you going to be a consumer or a creator? Tell me in the comments. Do you want to consume or do you want to create? You have to choose. You have to choose one, right? And you have to find that time to create your own content. As I mentioned in my previous video, creating high income skills, right? So what I do, instead of mindfully scrolling and watching others people's life, I set time on how long I'm going to be on these apps, and I set a bedtime. So my bedtime is 10 o'clock because we need rest and we need to refuel that brain that has been going from whatever time you woke up, right? So you set your bedtime. My bedtime is usually 10 o'clock. So my phone starts winding down at around 9:30, 9:45. My phone goes on do not disturb. And that's the time when I start winding down to prepare for bed. So you have to do that. You can't just be watching Netflix and chill until 12, 1 o'clock. And you know that you have to get up in the morning for work at 6 o'clock. No. You have to put some limit on it and you have to discipline yourself. If you have been enjoying this video so far, go ahead and hit the like button. Also subscribe to the channel so that you will see more financial empowerment video just like this one, so you can thrive in 2025. Which will now takes us to the last thing that I usually do, is to prioritize rest that actually restores me. As I mentioned, I have a dedicated, a specific bedtime that I usually follow. So you, during that winding down period, you have to choose something that is relaxing, that will help you to fall asleep. If you're going to be watching the TV, watching Netflix, especially if you have a TV in your bedroom, the bedroom is to rest, right? So you have to find some time, some way of winding down and creating that moment of relaxation to get ready for bed. You can listen to podcasts, you can listen to audiobooks, you can read your Bible, you can light a candle, you can do a bubble bath. There are several things that you can do to wind down to get prepared for bed and for rest. Now, I want to hear from you. What does your evening time routine looks like right now? Is it giving you life or is it draining you? Comment below. I want to hear from you. Let's rise, let's reset, let's live the holistified life. I'll catch you in the next video. Bye for now.